Hey everybody, Will here, and today we're going to be looking at the Lenovo IdeaPad Duet 5 2-in-1 Chromebook. This is a tablet and a regular Chromebook style in a beautiful 13.3-inch OLED display using the Qualcomm Snapdragon SC7180. This particular model I have in front of me is running a 64 gig storage and 4 gigs of memory. And of course, this is Chrome OS. Now that being said, if you go on to find today's video useful, helpful, or insightful in any way, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you've purchased this device or are considering purchasing this device, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. Now when you pick up this device, in the box you're going to be getting the tablet itself, you're going to be getting a keyboard, as well as a back cover. And for $500, that's actually, I really think, a pretty good deal, especially when you're comparing that with something like a Surface Go or even the iPad Pro versions out there currently. Now, I also got this with the Lenovo Stylus, and I'm going to tell you right now that I'm actually really disappointed with the Stylus, and we'll get into that further. Now, where does this device best sit in? I honestly don't know. I definitely can tell you this is not a K-12 education device. As beautiful as it is, as versatile as it can potentially be, it is not good for K-12 education students. And I say that because my experience currently with the Lenovo 14E, which I loved in the past because it was very robust, I'm seeing a specific failure point in the hinges of those units because the students are throwing them in the bags, and then when they're in the bags, they're thinking they're protected, and they're throwing their bags around, and they're all breaking at the same point. This, as beautiful as it might be with its 13.3-inch OLED display, is going to be a nightmare to replace if I were to ever implement this. The problem with this, though, is it is a very much, I think it's a mid-tier Chromebook, if I'm going to be honest, or a mid-tier device anyways. Your cell phone is going to have better picture and call quality on it than this specifically. And I used it on a few video chats, and the person on the other side told me how bad it looked, how bad my audio was itself. Now, could this be a defective unit? Maybe, but from what I've heard on online reviews so far, everyone is having the same experience. So it's really up to you on what you're using it for. Now, I said I'd talk about the Stylus Input. This is probably the most frustrating part of this. So unlike the Surface Pro 7 or even, or I should just say Surface Pro, and unlike the iPad where your stylus, your pencil, whatever you want to call it, magnetically sticks on there, the Lenovo one sticks in certain places and falls off. On the back here, there's actually supposed to be this like dedicated area where to stick your pen. Does not work, does not stick there at all. And that's the officially recommended Lenovo pen. Now, when I try and use it on here, I actually have to reboot my device first before I can use it, then use it. And then when I'm trying to write, take notes, do whatever I need with it, it works intermittently, I'd say about 70% of the time. And after about 10 minutes of use, requires me to reboot the entire device. The biggest problem I've had is when I try and go from stylus or pen, Lenovo pen, to type, where I touch the screen and then I try and type something on it. The on-screen keyboard does not pop up at all. And if it does, it pops up the space where the keyboard should be, but it doesn't pop the keyboard up. So then I have to connect my keyboard onto it and try and make it work, try and reboot it. It's just annoying. Another quirk I've had with this, so first off, on your back cover here, this magnetic back cover, if you grab it the wrong way while trying to pop it into its keyboard mode, you'll actually pop the whole thing off and it'll fall onto your keyboard. But there's also this little ridge here. I don't know if you can see that. So this ridge, if you're like me, I'm a fidgeter, especially in meetings, I can sit there and move this thing back and forth constantly. Let's see if you can hear that. That concludes the ASMR portion of this video, and it annoys everyone around me. I've been told to please stop. One thing I actually do like about this is the included keyboard. I wish my Surface Pro 7 had a keyboard as nice as this. I love this hard plastic outer feel on it. The textury grip is fairly good, and the keys are very responsive. They're very clicky. I really like it, and that's about it to it. Because when I'm using this device and I'm going from my tablet mode and I want to go, or I'm going from my laptop mode, I want to go into tablet mode, the keyboard itself, see, comes off right there. And it is super annoying because then I'll try and flip it around quickly and sometimes it goes back into its magnetic holding, or my favorite is when I'm going like that, it'll fall off, and I've had that happen a few times. In terms of is this device a recommendation, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's actually a hard pass. I'm going to deploy this to a few teachers, see what they think about it, but I'm going to have an expectation that this probably isn't going to last more than a year to a year and a half. For this price, if you're looking at buying one of these, research a Surface Pro 7 or Surface Pro 8 or even an older model iPad Pro, because I think those are going to be a far better investment than this. Anyways, if you found today's video useful, insightful, helpful, I don't know, if you're looking at purchasing one of these and this deterred you or it hasn't swayed you, let me know in that comment section below. Again, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And let me know what other devices you would like me to review for the future or anything else in that matter. And as always, thanks for watching.